They say soldiers follow orders, but some wait for one that will never come. They called him Shadow, the dog who refused to leave, the soldier who never stopped serving, even when his master's voice went silent. For 3 years, they walked the same dust, breathed the same fear, and dreamed the same dream, coming home together, not just man and dog, but one heartbeat, split between two bodies. Captain Ethan Reed and his canine partner, Shadow, a bond not forged by words but by trust, earned one mission at a time. Before Afghanistan, before the war, there was training. The first time they met, Shadow was a lean, restless German shepherd, fresh out of the kennel, eyes sharp and searching. Every other handler said he was too intense, too focused for comfort, too loyal for his own good. But Ethan saw something different. He saw himself, the same drive, the same restless need to protect. Day after day, under the blazing Texas sun, they trained. Commands, hand signals, scent trails, mock detonations, each test harder than the last. And through every explosion, every distraction, Shadow's eyes never left Ethan. "Good boy," Ethan would whisper, scratching behind his ear. Always, that was their promise, the one that would outlive them both. Afghanistan, 2022. Dust and silence wrapped the valley like a shroud. The sun hung low, bleeding orange into the mountains. Ethan and Shadow led the patrol, their footsteps steady, their breathing one. Each soldier trusted Shadow's nose more than any sensor. He had saved them more than once, finding tripwires, buried pressure plates, the invisible death beneath the sand. That day, the valley felt too quiet, even the wind held its breath. Ethan raised a fist, the signal to stop. "Shadow, search." The word was calm, but his tone carried steel. Shadow moved forward, paw silent, scanning, sniffing. Then he froze, tail rigid, ears locked. He sat. It was the warning Ethan never ignored. A second later, the world exploded. The earth split, throwing dust, rock, and fire into the air. Ethan dove, wrapping his arms around Shadow, his own body taking the shrapnel meant for his dog. When the dust cleared, he coughed, blood on his lips. "You good?" he whispered. Shadow trembled, then licked Ethan's hand. Alive. They both survived that day, but not for long. Some wounds don't bleed until later. That night, inside a dim tent, Ethan sat with his arm in a sling. Outside, the wind howled through the desert like a ghost. Shadow lay at his feet, his head resting on Ethan's boot. Ethan looked down, smiled faintly, and began recording a message. "Shadow, if anything happens to me, you stay strong, okay? You find home. You hear